Motion is adopted.
And with that, the U.S. House of Representatives passed the Senate deal to reopen the federal government and avoid fiscal default. President Barack Obama signed the legislation at the White House just after midnight, and he spoke about it the morning after.
Probably nothing has done more damage to America's credibility in the world, our standing with other countries, than the spectacle that we've seen these past several weeks. The American people are completely fed up with Washington.
After 16 days of partial government shutdown from polarizing parties over Obamacare, the legislation Obama signed on the 11th hour was just that, a Band-Aid for the government to open until next year. People on the streets of New York City and Washington were breathing a sigh of relief.
Well, I'm so glad it happened, and I'm so glad that the Republican leadership decided to cave right before we went into a serious default in our loans.
This is a terrible deal.
Down with kings in the White House
and tyrants.
I blame the Tea Party.
It's a shutdown no more as the government opens now until January 15th, and the debt limit has been extended until February 7th. The political standoff drew criticism from some celebrities as well. In an interview, Robert Redford spoke bluntly about the shutdown crisis in D.C.
There's a body of congressional people that want to paralyze the system. I think what sits underneath it, unfortunately, is there's probably some racism involved, which is really awful.
Now that the government is open, it just might be back to normal. Or maybe it is just a temporary solution. One thing the majority of people agree on is that they are not happy with how Washington handles its business.